Yesterday, I decided to skip my work schedule and spent the whole day with my family at a farm. I thought I was going to get to do some work later at night, but when we put the kids to bed, I just passed out. So today, I'm getting back to it, and I think I have a great idea on an actual product to make 10K MRR during this 100-day challenge. When you're an entrepreneur trying to build something valuable, the first thing that you got to do is validate your idea. That means you got to be sure that there are people who are willing to pay actual money for whatever you want to build. I once spent 2 years working on an app that nobody ended up needing or wanting, and it was a ton of fun, but it was definitely a hard lesson to learn because I put a lot of effort into that without actually validating the market. I didn't look for the problems that people needed to be solved. I just went building whatever I felt like. And I think there is room in the market for doing that, for just being creative, for just expressing yourself. But it's not going to be a super reliable way to get to 10K MRR in 100 days. So I'm taking an approach that is going to be a little bit more validated and is going to play more to my strengths. I have a YouTube channel where I teach people how to code with AI. It has 25,000 subscribers right now, and I think I can really help my audience by building something that is going to accelerate their AI coding journey, that is going to help them build complete products. And I have the skills to do that. I have the knowledge to do that, to build a tool like that. So why not? I think it's going to help my audience. I think it'll be valuable, and it's playing to my strengths. The other thing is that the idea is essentially validated because there are other tools that are starting to do things similar to this, but they take a slightly different approach, and I think I have a better way to approach this whole problem. So again, zooming into the AI coding space, one of the biggest problems that I see people have is that as they build up their product, the AI just starts to get confused and it can't keep track of all of your code. This makes it difficult to build a large, fully functioning product. It's easy to build little prototypes, little games, or even the basis of a full stack application, but as you keep adding features, it becomes more and more difficult for AI to keep track of that. And it becomes difficult for you to keep track of all of your code as well because there's nothing documenting any of the functionality. Now, of course, some of that is a stylistic choice, and you can ask AI to document your code. And that's exactly what I've been doing lately with what I call document-driven development. I've been working with Claude Sonnet 4, and it has just unlocked a whole new level of productivity for me because it's capable of writing thousands of lines of code that pretty much just work all together, like across 10, 20, 30 different files. It's super impressive, but there is a specific way that I've found to guide it and to make sure that you get those results. And it's this document-driven development approach where you have the AI write a plan of everything that you want it to do, and then you refine that plan. And then once you're happy with that plan, you can ask another AI agent to work through it because you've already documented everything that you want to build out. It's like creating a super prompt, so to speak. And then after an AI works through all of that, you have it document the latest status. So it can look through all the code, it can analyze for any deficiencies, and then write a status document. And I've been playing around with this. I'm working on a big video that I'm going to put on my main channel pretty soon that shows off this approach. And I think it can be something that can be productized. Just using AI to define your product and the features that you want is already a great way to boost your AI coding performance. And I actually see tools like CodeGuide doing something like that, but I think it could go a step further where you can actually combine it with more of an issue tracking or task management system like Taskmaster to essentially have an issue tracker for AI agents. Think of it like Jira, but it's specifically designed for AI agents. This would allow you to use these documents, which are essentially tickets or issues, to help drive your AI agents, and then you would have a nice user interface in which you could interact with agents that could be running in the background. Of course, you could integrate Jira and you could use existing tools, but I think this is going to be the fastest way to build complete products. So that's what I'm going to be focusing on, and Create Volo app gets you started with your project, and then you would use this new idea, which I'm going to call Devtrail AI, and you would use Devtrail to build the rest of your product and keep track of what is happening in your code base. So for today, I'm going to try to finish my video of building the T3 chat clone with Create Volo app, and then I'm going to actually start building Devtrail, and we'll see how it goes. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.